Good evening and welcome to another edition of Jazz Tales for this February 24th. I'm so happy to have with us this evening the wonderful vocalist Imani Gonzalez. Imani, I've known her for a long time and it's just so wonderful to have her here with us. So let me tell you a little bit about her. Imani's diverse talents as a vocalist, artist, educator, and author have led to collaborations with many national and international music ensembles and recordings, as well as film and television projects. Most notably, her voice has been featured on many National Geographic Television's Explorer series soundtracks, including the Emmy-nominated film Jane Goodall, My Life with Chimpanzees. Since 1989, Imani holds the distinction of being the first and only American who tours with the traditional Ghanaian ensemble Yakub Adi and Odada. She has had the honor of performing, touring, and recording with renowned artist Wynton Marsalis and the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra for 8 consecutive years, and has shared the stage with Stefan Harris, Wycliffe Gordon, and Hilton Ruiz, to name just a few. Imani is a 2016 through 2021 fellowship grant recipient of the DC Commission on the Arts and Humanities. She has 3 CDs to her credit with rave reviews, including her latest titled Calling You. Imani is also a resident artist and workshop presenter with the Kennedy Center Partners in Education National Touring Program and a teaching artist with Washington Performing Arts. It's my pleasure to welcome Imani Gonzalez to tonight's episode of Jazz Tales. Welcome, Imani.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you here. I'm so glad that you said yes. So glad. And we also have Pepe here with us. Yes, I know Janet's happy about that. So let's just start right off.
Okay.
Old Devil Moon, yes?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone.
You and suddenly something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. Is that old deviled moon that you stole from the sky? Is that old deviled moon in your eyes? You and your glance make this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night blazing their light can't hold a candle to razzle-dazzle you. Got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, I wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. lot to handle. Stars in the night, blazing their light, can't hold a candle to your razzle dazzle. You got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, I wanna croon, I wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, oh, devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with a love. Oh, devil moon, my sweet Luna. Oh, devil moon. Oh, devil moon. My sweet Luna. Oh, devil moon got me flying so high I can't see, I can't eat, don't know what I'm gonna do. Devil moon, yes, my sweet, sweet devil moon. Oh, sweet Luna. Oh, devil moon. Oh, devil moon. Devil moon.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. It's so great having both of you here. Thank you. Thank you. Well, as you know, we say hi to people here. So we've got Jack Osborne and Beverly. Say good evening, Imani and Pepe. We are looking forward to your show. Where are they located?
Virginia.
Virginia? All right.
Hi, Bev.
Thank you so much. Steve and Laurie up in Easton, Pennsylvania. They say, hi, Imani, Pepe, and Fred, and hello to all. Janet and Lou Russo up in Nutley, New Jersey. Good evening, Fred, Imani, and Pepe. Dave and Kate up in Newmanstown, Pennsylvania. I just found that out, Dave, when I read your thing there. So everyone, evening, everyone. Dave and Kate here. Looking forward. Yes, we are too. And David and Netta up in Montville, New Jersey. Said hello to everyone. Ed in Washington, D.C. Says hello. And I think we've caught everyone there. Ed says, wonderful rendition of Old Devil Moon.
Thank you.
What a groove, the first number. We have very hip people here.
Yes,
really
you do.
So next we're going to do a Claire Fisher tune, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Morning.
Anything about this tune as to, why you do it or anything about it? It's a beautiful tune, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just like the Latin feel, and I always choose songs that have lyrics with meaning, and so I like the lyrics in this, and so that's why I like it.
Excellent.
A lot.
A lot, yes. Here we go.
What of a morning that brings a day so gently and babes the leaves of memories that lost love long ago. I still recall you in all these early hours more to share. A love lost long ago. Crassness of youth, concluding only half of the truth, exuding only one small percent of what I truly found for you. And then one morning that brought a day so gently, we set apart things of the heart and lost love long ago. What of a morning that brings a day so gently and bathes the leaves of memories that lost love long ago. I still recall you in all these early hours, though I was there once more to share love lost long ago. Crassness of youth, excluding only half of the truth, excluding only one small percent of what I truly found for you. And then one morning that brought a day so gently, we set apart things of the heart, lost love long ago. 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 Lost love long ago.
Beautiful. So I know we got one more tune before we do the interview section, but I just have to ask.
What?
Just because, well, at the risk of putting my foot in my mouth, but you know me. What else do I do? I've worked with so many different vocalists that when they start to play that stuff, yeah, it ain't happening. It's happening. Do you practice that stuff? Does it, you know?
No.
It's beautiful. So the tempo is just you, yeah, wow.
It's all about that rhythm, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
No.
I got to tell this story. One time, when I played with Tim Ironman, and Tom Williams was the bass player, and Tim played the Afucci, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, at the time he smoked heavily, and so he'd put it down, like in the middle of a phrase. It made no sense. And one night it would be on for like 6 measures and then off, and then he'd come in the middle of a phrase. Tom Williams just took the thing and threw it against the back wall of the stage and just burst it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is. And you, bravo.
No.
Thank you. Next we have a tune by Pepe. Yes. Oh, it's a beautiful tune. This is called The Color of Serenity, right?
Yes. It isn't always easy to describe the things we sense, mostly when it turns out to be a sense of eloquence. From dawn to dusk, we have feelings. We laugh and cry, but we still keep on dealing. We try to learn what in life brings us joy. We must rewind to find the answers to this. What is the color of serenity? You try to reach, you try to reach what's above you, but that's as far as the thoughts deep inside. At times your speech can't convey what you mean, and you're left searching for something in between, much like the color of serenity. Try to reach what's above you, but that's as far as the thoughts deep inside. At times your speech can't convey what you mean, and you're left searching for something in between, much like the color of serenity.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's such a lovely tune, Pepe.
Yeah, the lyrics are really nice.
Yes, yes. You know, we got talking there, and I didn't say anything. We've had several people say some things that we should acknowledge. What a groove on the first tune. Yes, we've got that one. Greetings from Doug and Hilda in Lewis, Delaware. Thank you, Doug. Good to see you. Doug and Hilda. Hey, Rena and Mike up in Newmanstown as well. We're here too, they say. And some champagne glasses. I like that. Lou says amazing. And Herb Nuckman says, yes, having a beverage and enjoying the three of you, Mary and Herb.
Hi, Herb.
So, our first question, the same question I ask everybody that comes through the door, and it ties in with our mission of Jazz Alive, which is to bring this music to places that don't normally see this music, hear this music, and especially to our young people. You and I have had this conversation over and over again throughout the years when we've worked in middle schools. This is how we get this music on, because if we don't,
right,
by the time we're not here, it's not going to be here, and that's not good. So one of the things that I ask for our students that watch the show, and we have the Easton High School Jazz Band, who, thanks to a grant, and I'll put that screen up right now, thanks to a grant from the Talbot County Arts Council, we have are able to offer the entire first half of 2021 to the students at Talbot or at Easton High School here in Talbot County, Maryland. Mr. E.J. Osterly and his band.
That's nice, very nice.
Thank you to the Talbot County Arts Council for making that happen.
Yeah.
So for those students that might not be thinking about music as an opportunity, what was that one or several things that happened early on for you, or maybe not early on, and most importantly, what drew you to jazz?
Understanding that jazz started for me, and what I teach my students, it comes from Africa, that whole rhythm, and going through Africa to work songs, to spirituals, to ragtime, to the blues. I mean, so I started in church, singing in the Baptist church when I was 6 years old. My aunts were pushing me up to sing, and I would be so nervous. My cheeks would be like this when I was singing. But after a while, I got used to it and just kept on. And then in doing that, and then I went to world music, believe it or not. And then Well, before world music, I started doing just a combo of I don't know what kind of music would you call that, where you just the guitar and the just congas, just like folk
Like
music,
folkish,
traditional
yeah,
folk
yeah.
music, and then from there world music, and then I don't know, when I started with the world music, I started hearing jazz in that. And that just opened up the doors to me. For me, it opened up the doors because I could hear it. I was playing with a group called Mama Ya with Jimo Kuyati, and it was the African jazz band. And I started hearing the rhythms, and I'm like, wow, this is very rhythmic, world music, rhythmic, but I could hear the jazz, and it just started bringing me. And then I met Pepe, of course, and then he opened up a whole new world for me with jazz. And you know, I don't even consider myself a jazz singer, to be honest with you. I'm just a vocalist, and I love music. And so, not that I'm out here doing, you know, rock or pop, but I could do rock and whatever the lyrics say to me, then that's what I'll do.
So it's about the story.
Yeah, it's about the story, and what I can bring to the story because of how it makes me feel on the inside. So I wouldn't even consider myself a jazz vocalist, but I am a vocalist, and I do love music. And so for jazz music, that's just a part of it. I mean, and then being with Wynton, that opened up a whole nother door, because to sing behind an orchestra is very different than singing in a trio. And so that opened up even more inside of me. So, yeah, I think the experiences brought me more to it than anything else.
You know, I find that interesting that, you know, I think a lot of us don't necessarily consider ourselves to be anything other than a musician.
Right.
It just so happens that we might lean towards the whole jazz thing. But I think personally, my belief is that you have to have studied all of it in order for it to make sense. I read something recently, a quote from, it was to Charlie Parker, but I've heard this type of quote from many, many other great musicians, that you can't play with that passion and ache unless you've experienced it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
That's what it's all about.
well, and your story tells that. So
Well, relating
that's
to the story, then you bring the story out for what your experiences are in that story, right?
Sure. Wow, that's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people that are just really like your composition, and they say beautiful, beautiful song, have claps and all of that. So, thank you. Yes. What do we have next? Oh, Juan Teasel
Yes.
and Duke Ellington.
Caravan. Night and stars above that shine so bright, the mystery of their fading light that shines upon our caravan. Sleep upon my shoulder as we creep across the sand, so I may keep this memory of our caravan. This is so exciting. You are so inviting, resting in my arms as I thrill to the magic charms of beside me here beneath the blue. My dreams of love is coming true within our desert caravan. Stars above that shine so bright, the mystery of their fading light that shines upon our caravan. Sleep upon my shoulder as we creep across the sand so I may keep this memory of our caravan. This is so exciting. You are so inviting, resting in my arms as I thrill to the magic charms of you. Beside me here beneath the blue, my dream of love is coming true within our desert caravan. Caravan, caravan, caravan.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Everyone says nice. Everybody's having a good time. I know I'm having a good time. Next, we've got What Color is Love? What's the story behind this one? I never heard this. I looked it up as soon as you sent the list.
Yeah, Terry Collier.
It's a beautiful
tune.
Yeah.
It's all about love. There's no boundaries with love. There's no color with love. Love is just love. Straight from the heart.
And how did you come across this tune?
I loved Terry Collier. I've listened to him, oh my God, from the 70s. And so this song always stuck with me. And I
don't know how I missed it.
I told Pepe, I said,
I don't know how I missed it. It's a beautiful tune.
I said, I really want to do this. And I love this.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. wrong or is it right? Is it black or is it white? What color is love? Is it here or is it there? Is it really everywhere? What color is love? Is it strong like a mountain or deep like the fountain that's flowing free? Then what about you and me? How can you receive if you're not a believer? Is it blue like the sky? Can we really reach that high? What color is love? Is it near, is it far? Is it distant like the stars? What color is love? Does it glow like an ember? Honey, can we remember love doesn't last? Does it live in the past? A heart doesn't live if a heart isn't giving. Like the river, does it flow? Does it leave an afterglow? Hey, I really want to know. What color is love? Does it glow like an ember? Honey, can you remember if love doesn't last? Does it live in the past? A heart doesn't live if a heart isn't giving. Like the river, does it flow? Does it leave an afterglow? Hey, I really, really want to know. Ooh, what color is love? What color is love? What color is love? What color is love?
Yeah.
I love the colors you played on that, Fred.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks for bringing that one in. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I did listen to one other version of it, and I had to go back to the original because it was just, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, everybody's still clapping away, so good. Next is an old standard.
Of course.
Tune I love playing this one. Willow, Weep for Me.
Willow, weep for me. Willow, weep for me. Bend your branches green along the ground and cover me. Listen to my plea. Oh, listen, willow, and weep for me. Gone, my lovely dream. Lovely, lovely summer dream. Gone and left me here to weep my tears into the stream. Sad as I can be, oh willow, weep for me. Whisper to the wind and say that love is sin. To leave my heart a breaking and making a moan. Murmur to the night to save a starry night, so none will find me sighing and crying all alone. Oh, weeping willow tree, weep in sympathy. Your branches down along the ground and cover me. When the shadows fall, oh, bend willow and weep for me. Whisper to the wind and say that love has sinned, to leave my heart a breaking and making a moan. Murmur through the night to hide the starry light, so none will find me sighing and crying all alone. Oh, willow, weep, weep in sympathy. Bend your branches down along the ground and cover me. When the shadows fall, oh, willow, weep. Weep for me, oh willow, weep, 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 weep for me. Willow, willow, weep for me. Oh, willow, sweet willow, weep for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I have several directions I was going to ask this next question, but I think that in the overall scheme of things, I am curious. Sometimes I've asked this earlier, and I've gotten an answer from the guest that, so I asked this, but now I am intrigued by this and knowing you. Mm-hmm. Are there mentors, or
oh my God, yes.
I know that you listen to a lot, and you're a great teacher for yourself, because we all have to be. But are there mentors?
Oh my God, yes. And unfortunately, they've all gone now. But Brother Ah was a mentor.
Oh.
Jimo Kuyati was a mentor. Yaqub Adi was a mentor. Winton is still here. Not so much a mentor, I'd take that back. Yes.
Well, I think he is for all of us in a way.
Maria Rodriguez
yes.
was definitely a mentor. She took me under her wing. She saw me, she said, come here. And she just took me under her wing, and she just opened me up. She said this is the best compliment I've ever had. She said working with me was like meditation. And because she just added colors. You do that. You add colors. And that's so important, because that's what music is all about. So many different colors, you know. It's not just stark standard. It's about the colors that we bring to it. And so those were my mentors. And unfortunately, they're not here anymore. But they really, they set me up, and they just opened many different doors inside. Just many, many, many different doors inside that we keep closed for, fear or acceptance and all that. It means nothing. Absolutely means nothing, because once you get to the core, it was like, oh my God, I went through all that for what, you know?
Right.
It's not necessary. But yes, I definitely had mentors.
Wow. You know, I would dare say that you're being a mentor to a lot of people in the same way that you just described, because I watched you work with just middle school students, and just the way that you bring them in and say, you can do this, you can do this.
Yeah,
and, you know,
because everyone can. It's just a matter of giving them our attention and love and, you know, acceptance.
Right, right.
You do the same thing. You do the exact same thing. And I do want to say that I think this is great what you're doing, the whole podcast, the jazz podcast. The jazz podcast, I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and your studio is magnificent, and you can see that you put a lot of care and love in this, and it's in your heart, and so it really shows and cares, and I'm sure the audience feels the same way, and they're very thankful, as we are. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I do want to just ask one more question along that one about Yaqub.
Yes.
How did that come about?
You really want to know?
I do. I really do want to know, because
so,
I ask these questions of so many different musicians. Is like right place, right time. How did it work out? And you know.
Okay, so I was working with Jimo, and I was working with Jimo for like 5 years. And Jimo said, "Imani, I'm going to go solo." And I was like, "What am I going to do?" Because I'd been with him so long. And he said, "Let's just see." So he literally gave me to Yaqub. Understand? In their tradition, you give another person to someone else. You don't, say, yeah, man, I got this really cool girl, man. She's, it was nothing like that. He gave me to Yaqub. So Yaqub said, so first Jimo said, well, they were playing at a dance place. And he said, please come and listen to them and tell me what you think. And I sat up high in the audience, and the drums were just pounding in my heart. A sound I never heard before, and I started crying. I went, wow, this is deep, right? So Jimo said, come to my house. So I thought, I didn't know I was given. I thought, being American, I thought that I had to audition. So I went there auditioning, and he sat there and he smoked his cigarette, because I auditioned, okay? He smoked his cigarette. He crossed his legs, and then he looked at me and he said, what you do? And I said, I'm auditioning for you. And he said, you don't need to audition. Jimo gave me to you. I said, why you let me? Yeah, gave gave me to him.
Right.
And I said, why you make me go through all this before? He said, I just wanted to see. I was smoking a cigarette. It was my break. Wanted to see what you were going to do. He said, I don't know. He said, you're with us. You're family now. And from that moment, literally, they accepted me as family. The only American and the only woman for many years. I mean, they had dancers who were women, but the only woman singer. And they really took me in under their arm. They taught me the lyrics, pronunciation, the phonetics of it. You see, this music, you got to know when to come in and when to come out. It's not easy because it's not like a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not like a 6, 8. It's not like that. It's about you got to feel it. And that whole rhythmic thing, I had to learn that. And it took some time. But after being with them since 1989, it helped a lot. I must say it really did. And I enjoyed the journey because it was a beautiful journey.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. No, I've always enjoyed watching the videos.
Yeah. You've seen them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Moving them?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We've traveled
it's like,
so
I know
many.
her. I know her. And the one picture of that I've seen on the Jazz at Lincoln Center with him.
Yes.
You're like right there.
Oh, yes. That was, I was his daughter.
Wow.
No, I was his daughter, and the kids were his grandkids, and this was his son.
Wow.
And oh my God, you have no idea. He came over to the house when the babies were 6 months old, him and his wife, Amina, and he came, and it was like his christening. He said, let me see these babies. Bring them babies to me. So, we brought the babies, and, he was trying to make me come back, right? And I wasn't ready yet, So we had a rehearsal we had a rehearsal at dance place, and he wanted me to, start, and I was like, I'm not ready yet. I have the babies. And he was like, and so he invited me to come to New York. And I was on the train, and I called Pepe. I got to New York, but then they live in Troy, so you have to change trains. And I got to New York, and I called Pepe, and I said, I can't do this. I'm coming back home because I had this separation. And he's like, no, you have to do it because if you don't do it, you will never do it, and then you will hate me for the rest of your life. You have to do it. You were meant to do this, so you have to do it. And so I went, and that's the way it is. Glad I married a musician, right?
That's a great
Someone
story.
else would be like, oh, yeah, come on back home.
Right. We have folks that I don't know how many times I talk about a record or something, and they actually go and buy them. So for our folks that are listening, could you spell his name?
Yes, Yacub, Y-A-C-U-B, and then Addy, A-D-D-Y.
Right.
And one of the songs, CDs is, there's Congo Square with Winton.
Right.
That is fantastic. I'm telling you, they would love that one. It's fantastic because you really get to hear how jazz and African rhythms are together.
Right.
I mean, you can't have one without the other. Another one is Ancient Rhythms, Yacub Addy and Ancient Rhythms.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I saw the today when I was looking up just to get my head into the whole thing.
And
I saw the Congo Square trailer on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you could see Winton just staring at him, just like soaking the
Amazed,
whole thing
yes.
up.
He was trying to soak up everything. Another one is Cashew Blue.
Okay.
That's really nice.
All right. Well, I have my homework set out for me. Next, we're going to do one of my favorites. It
What's
really
that?
is. Return to Paradise.
Shirley
yes.
Horn. I love Shirley Horn.
Is where I got this tune from. And I don't know
Same
that
here.
I've ever heard anybody else do it.
I love Shirley Horn.
I haven't heard anybody do it.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Somebody should. More people should.
Right. Return to Paradise. This is on the Here's to Life CD.
Yeah.
Yes.
For Shirley Horn. Highly recommend that one. Here's to Life.
Come, my love, with thee across the sea. Return to paradise. All in life worthwhile is on the owl. Return to paradise. Velvet moon above, evil turns to love. Love evermore. Come, my love, and find your peace of mind. Return to paradise. Come, my love, with me across the sea. Return to paradise. All in life worthwhile is on the isle. Return to paradise. Velvet moon above, evil turns to love. Love evermore. Come, my love, and find your peace of mind. Return to paradise. To paradise. Daddy, 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 yeah, papa. Daddy, ayo, 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 ayo. Oh, sweet paradise. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ay, 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 ay.
Thank you for doing that one, Imani. I just, that tune, I think a lot of people on that record didn't really, they kind of tossed that one off because everything else on that tune was, in that record was so kind of heavy. But I learned so much just from that tune. First of all, Johnny Mandel's, when he, and I try to do it without overshadowing you, going up into the bridge section, the way that he built those strings and they just lay there.
Yes, it just opened it all up, yeah.
But the thing that just, I had to go back and listen to it numerous times. She plays the, you know, kind of the chords through the whole thing, but the very last time she goes, dee-doo-doo-dee-doo. She just does that one little motif. And it just, the way it is, it's the fifth, but it goes, I was like, whoa. Just that beauty of that one note in there was just absolutely
simple, yes.
Sure.
Thank you. Well, next we've got another great tune. This is a Sting tune.
Yeah.
Fragile. Jack says, that was wonderful. Thanks for bringing them to us.
Flow when flesh and steel are one, drying in the color of the evening sun. Tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch our lifetime's argument that nothing comes from violence, nothing ever could. For all is born beneath that angry star, lest we forget how fragile we really are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from the skies, like tears from the skies. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. If blood will flow when fresh and still I won, drying in the color of the evening sun, tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our minds will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch our lifetime's argument that nothing comes from violence, nothing ever could. For all is born beneath that angry star, lest we forget how fragile we really are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, just how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we really are, how fragile, just how fragile we really are. Ooh, how fragile we are. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Speaks.
Wow.
Yeah, it speaks for what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Wow, that's beautiful, beautiful. Love your interpretation of fragile. says Dave and Netta up in Montville, New Jersey.
Oh,
I
thank
would
you,
agree.
David Netta.
You have another fan too, Rena, up in Lancaster County. She's Pepe.
Thank you, Reed.
It's been a pleasure having you here. It really has, and it always happens that I could keep you here for another hour, but yeah.
I know.
But
It's been such a long time since we played together that you forget, and it's just been my pleasure to work with you. I just love the colors you bring.
thank you.
I really mean that.
Thank you.
I'm very serious.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any parting words for students that watch this as we expand our offerings? It's my hope that our catalog of shows from Jazz Tales will be offered to students free of charge.
Oh, that
as
would
we
be
get
very
the-
nice.
Yeah, so they might not be watching this time, but
No.
maybe in the future. Words of advice for
I just think, not so much words of advice, but just words of encouragement that if you feel it, then sing it. If you feel it, then play it. Have no fear with it. Be vulnerable with it, and it's okay. Just open up your heart. That's all you have to do. Don't be afraid. If it's out of tune, don't worry about it. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And it will get better because it's all coming from your heart. Music is, I always say, music is, how can I put it so I don't seem so secular? But music is the angels, and so we have to sing to the angels so the angels can continue to bless us. We have to play to the angels so the angels continue to bless us. So continue. I give you encouragement to continue on your path with music, no matter where it may take you, and you just go with it and don't give up.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And we'll go a full screen shot here of Pepe. There we go. Pepe, thanks so much for being with us here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. We're going to close with a tune. Before we do, we have several people that say, Tim Sandusky's a guitar player who I've worked with in masterclass settings. He says, thank you, Imani and Pepe. Thank you, Fred, for bringing this beautiful music to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Magical evening. Thanks, Fred, Imani, and Pepe, says David and Netta up in Montville. Yes, I would agree. We're going to close with a tune by McCoy Tyner.
Which passed almost a year ago, and I heard that he passed on the same day that Chick Corea passed.
A
year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's, no, I can't think about that.
Yeah,
Think about
two great Tissimos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McCoy Tyner's Contemplation.
Oh, what a starless night. Cold, empty space beside me. Dreams of you hung in my eyes. Dreams that don't fade in the morning light. In waking there is no peace, just reaching back for that moment when you and I lived in a dream. You and I once lived in a dream come true. starless night, cold empty space beside me. Dreams of you hung in my eyes, oh, dreams that don't fade in the morning light. In waking there is no peace, just reaching back for that moment when you and I lived in a dream. Oh, you and I once lived in a dream come true. Betty bop, betty bop, betty bop, betty bop.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Pepe, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you, Fred. Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Folks, 2 weeks from now, we have with us trumpeter Dave Ballou. Dave is the Director of Jazz Studies at Towson University, and you need to go to his website. I have a small bio of him on the Jazz Alive website, but he's played with a lot of people. So I hope that you'll join us. It'll be an interesting story from his side of what he does on the trumpet to what he does education-wise at Towson University. Folks, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.